Hello. Now, this is the bit where I'm answering the lottery questions, and very soon I will have a lottery barrel, and I might have a barrel person, boy, girl, or in between. And I will draw them out. But right now, I just have a little technique at home where I go, that's the one, and take him. And so today's that's the one, and take him, is Anne. She's from Scotland, and her code word is Max. Darling, you say you're a Virgo, life path 8, personal year 3. Very interesting. There's got to be change around this, darling. Also, I've got to say to you that in your birth date, which people don't know and I won't let out, but you've got 3 9s. And 3 9s means that in some way your life is going to change at a certain age where you will move into the limelight or the public eye in some way. Now that can be through many different ways, but it will be your choice on what it is that you do. If you work with people now, you've been putting down, like in a lot of people coming and going, you've been sowing the seeds, putting down the foundation and getting ready for what is going to bring change. Your inner life, a birth path 8 and a personal year 3. And so there's all this preparation, and then next year in the 4, you're going to be grounding the energy and making things come into play. So let's see what your question is. My name is Anne. I'm from Glasgow in Scotland. I'm single and have one son aged 21. We both are going through a bad time. My son doesn't know where he is going in life, and I have a lot of baggage from my past. So my mind is in turmoil. Many thanks, Anne. Okay, now there's a couple of parts to this question, and first of all I'm going to do it bit by bit, because that's what my darling sister always tells me. Do everything bit by bit, Lena, and you'll be all right. So here we go. The first bit is that about your son and yourself. You're both going through a hard time. Well, let's look at the son first. I'm just going to say off this, there's a lot of turmoil in your life, but there's a lot of confusion in your boy's life as well. And I'm just going to choose a couple of cards that will bring me insight. Now, the first card is the card of Saturn. Saturn is the energy of, he's the Lord of Karma and the Lord of Time, and he is the teacher. And when we put those 3 energies together, your son is going through a karmic vibrational energy cycle right at this point in time. And it's a timing thing. It's something that his soul agreed to do before he was born. And now he's born, he's going through it. He mightn't like it, but in the end, in the long term, it's going to give him independence, and it's also going to give him well-being. There is balance to come in around him. Now, darling, I know that you're in the United Kingdom, but I get connected around your son popping over to America at some time. And I feel this will be when the cycle completes, which is in about 4 years. During this period of time, there'll be sorting out. He's not going to be in confusion until within the next 4 years, but he'll slowly but surely be sorting it out. But there is, within 4 years, a trip to America, and something quite positive that comes from that. Travel around him and finding himself and moving forward. He's only very young, 21. Good God, I remember when I was 21, darling, I didn't know who I was either, and we all go through these processes. But I feel he doesn't know where he wants to go, what he really wants to do. And he might say, oh, I'm going to do this, no, I'm going to do that, and swap and change. Well, that's a normal energy. But I will say that by the October period this year, there's a shift in the energy that begins the knowledge coming that will give him what it is that he's going to do when he puts down a new level of foundation bit by bit. And he's going to be okay. So that's what you need to get through your mind, because part of your mind's in turmoil because you think that it's your responsibility emotionally of what you've done to the son that he can't settle and find his way. Well, it's not. It's not. You know, he's a soul in his own right, and he's got a karmic pattern. We all have these karmic patterns, and we need to work through them. And I'm going to say, so let up on yourself and let up on him. When you let up on yourself and you let up on him, then the energy can flow and you can get on with it. Now, you. Anne, you darling thing. You know, you're saying you got baggage from the past. Well, everybody goes through their experiences and they end up with some sort of baggage from the past, darling. However, the baggage from the past can be looked at, perceived and changed in any given moment. And I feel that that's what you can do now. I'm going to suggest some reading material for you. I wish I'd written this book. I wish I had shares in it. I didn't and I don't. But it's a wonderful energy of knowledge and a different way to perceive and live. And if it comes to me, then you're ready to hear this information. What you do with it will be entirely up to you, darling. The book is Ask and It's Given. It's written by Esther and Jerry Hicks, and it is a channeled work of the Abrahams. Now, don't be frightened off by the channeled work. It's simply a book with words in it, and when you read them, you'll either go, yes, I get it, or you'll say, well, I don't know what she was on about, but da-da-da. Do the practices. There's little practices at the end of each chapter. Very simple. And what we need to do, darling, is keep it simple so we can shift the shit that stops us, you know, and that's the baggage from your past. Excuse my Australian slang, but sometimes that's the way it is. And so releasing that is something that you can do bit by bit. And I see you do that. I also feel that there's an expansion, darling, in your business structure, and I like it very much. I feel when I look at this energy that you've been undermined in the past, and part of that undermining has been through your own self because you took on emotional responsibility that it's all been your fault when it isn't. So we're going to put that down and we're going to have the strength to move forward and move into an energy of being in the moment and having freedom. And that's where you're going. Even connecting with me at this level, not me as such, but the energy that comes through me, which is Creator God frequency, will begin the begin. You will start to feel better, and then you start to trust yourself. And in that trust, you get the new information, ask and it is given, and you get the technique of what to do, and out of that energy will come a new pattern, a new life, and your star rises in a different way, and you can have more peace of mind. I hope this has helped you, Anne. It's only a small snippet, but if you want anything bigger, you can. I do Skype or phone sessions, so, you know, let me know. But you're going to be okay, and so is your dear boy. Stop worrying, and so it is.